Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Yes, the day has come and I'm here and I'm excited and I'm ready. I don't know what to expect. I don't know.
There's a few songs on the EP as well. It's like
Yes,
over 5 songs, over 4.
Yeah, it's like 6 songs.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Let's
I
give it
cannot
a
wait.
watch. Peaches is here.
Yay! Turn up, brother. Oh.
Oh wow, what
Oh,
the fuck?
wow.
Silhouettes.
Oh, sir. Excuse me.
Did you see that sound at the end?
Wait a second. I need to see the captions real big, real nice. So I can like totally
Go,
freak
you're
out
sweet
already.
like peaches. It's not
Okay. Yes.
very modern beginning actually to begin with.
Oh crap. Yes.
Very, very modern.
Go again. How about
Like a
that?
juxtaposition with the past attire and sort of
Yeah, it looks like Imperial Korea,
Yes.
like, you know, Joseon era, and then there's like the whole like mystical. It's like Korean mythology, like, you know, like the misty mountains where all the gods reside, and then the combination with the
god
modern
is Kai.
basically. I don't see
Yeah, the
anything
gods are
wrong with
XO.
that. I don't see anything wrong with that. Go again.
The god of
Yeah,
dancing.
the freaking dancers.
Pretty girl.
Ah. Okay, sir.
Damn, sweetness
Sure.
is spreads in the mouth.
Oh my god, he looks amazing.
Okay.
Dude, look at those visuals.
You're bad homie.
Alright.
Nice, that's amazing.
So cool. I love this scene. Look at that freaking outfit change. It's amazing. Oh, so cool.
Go, shoes.
Oh, how sick. Oh, I like it a lot.
Nice.
How sick.
I mean, the work of CGI, put that back, is really, really well done.
I just need a break. Give me a moment. That was so nice.
Special effects are very, very well done. Rhythmically speaking as well, it's very modern R&B. Like, it's perhaps a more modernized, and that's very weird to say because the first, obviously, solo debut was very modern R&B in combination with it, even some electro pop in the, I think it was Ride or Die that had, and it was a really good project, very strong project. Visually, it obviously felt like from the future. This one, ironically enough, it feels like from the past.
No, it's like an inclusion of the taking the old
Well, visually,
cultural
it's like-
influences with the modernistic fantasy like land.
Well, that's what I mean. It's this one feels visually like it's from the past,
Yeah.
and the previous comeback it felt visually like
Very
it was from the future.
futuristic, yeah, indeed, yeah.
But here, musically speaking, it's very from the present, not from the future. It's not as futuristic, but it's very from the present. It's this modernist approach to rhythm and blues.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah,
I love it.
So far, it's very enjoyable. Oh, shit! Look at that fashion,
Freaking awesome!
bro. What the fuck?
Right on the earth! Can we pull that back? That freaking change was beautiful. Vocals! Yeah. Nice!
I like this chord progression vocally.
Me too. That is a sick freaking styling choices. Oh!
Very good.
Oh, freaking the camera angles as well. They work so well.
Oh wow, okay.
See, it's like a freaking movie, bro.
And the level of dancers is mental.
Sick. So cool.
Okay, so
Also, this chord progression really highlights the things that he's really good at,
Yes.
vocally speaking. So we're seeing like a more, like a deeper side of his vocal range in terms of not deepness as in like vocal texture, but a further inclusion into what he's capable of doing. And I think that was one of the things that was highlighted in the previous album, but not as the main focus. And here, even though the choreography is really sharp, the vibe of the song itself, auditory speaking, it's really chilled, it's really mellow. So it's really cool to see the contrast of between the choreography and the song itself. It's really nice.
Different project, different objectives, I'd say. I also like in the sense of it seems. I mean, perhaps this is just my interpretation of things, but Kai is primarily known, at least since like at the beginning for me in my head, like an outstanding dancer, perhaps one of the best dancers in the world, and then the more you discover his music and obviously his work with the lads, with XO and acoustic settings and things, and things, you realize that he's actually got a very good vocal pedigree.
That's right.
Hence why he's with the label he's with, and hence why he's in the group he's in. But in his solo project, even though he did showcase very cool debuts, he showed very cool vocal runs and sometimes very nice range. In this, especially when we were looking at some of the teasers and things like that, it seemed that one of the objectives was to utilize what he's very good at in the vocal aspects of things, and utilize it to create an atmosphere and a melodic emblem of what he wants to portray. So perhaps here, I wonder how it's going down and how people are liking this, because being known as such a dancer, you always want to try and lean towards that huge strength, right? So perhaps the dancing should have been or could have been like, like in the previous projects, it was like even the effects were like, punchy and things like that.
The main focus was that it was the visual aspect in the last album.
But here everything is actually more polished in the sense of everything's smoother. It runs smoother.
Even with the whole idea of the visual aesthetic in the video as well, it feels very dreamlike.
Yes.
Very surrealistic.
It's very peachy, actually.
Indeed, yeah.
No pun intended.
It's really floaty. That's how I could.
And I guess that's how he feels with this girl,
That's
right?
right.
Or with these girls. Because he's saying pretty girls, you like peaches.
You see, even the chord progression allows him to.
Pull that back, that's wonderful. It's a wonderful chord progression.
Freaking beautiful. But then you hear how beautiful the chord progression is and how like it creates suspense, but it's pretty at the same time. But the visual looks and how it's stylized is such a huge contrast. But then the set is very dreamlike, similar to what you're hearing in the string section and synthesizer in the song.
Any other artist, this scene, it would be like them looking over water and the sunset or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think this is why he's so, I mean, not dangerous, but like he's so
emblematic.
Yeah, what makes him so unique and such a big threat to the charts and the awards and all that stuff, So that I think that's what makes him truly special.
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel like you're like some mystical land. Oh, it's so cool.
It's a soft embrace. The best way to describe a song.
Oh, the ad-libs as well. That's so cool. fantastic. Love a good silhouette.
That's so awesome.
red.
It looks like the moon. His head because of Wlsk, because of the hat. See how it turns into.
Yeah.
That's sick. It's like an eclipse, actually.
Yeah.
That's class.
Dreamy.
That's so much fun.
I love it.
Very, very cool.
Listen, I'm gonna be obsessed with this. I'm gonna download the whole album and probably buy the album just to add it to my collection.
Let us know what song you'd like us to check out from the album, and we'll definitely check it out tomorrow. I also want to say that I think the best way to describe this sort of like, you know, the MV, the music video, which is I guess the biggest deal out of the EP in terms of production value, will probably be cool. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's a soft
Dreamy.
embrace. It's dreamy. It's cool. Certainly, I mean, bloody hell, it's an insane level of production. Again, I'd love to see how other people are feeling, and you know, did it meet your expectations? It's also very it's a very difficult world of the music and music videos like this, because everyone goes in with expectations.
That's right.
Other people don't. Some become fans through this. So.
But it's definitely a different side.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a different layer to what we were, I don't know, to what I was expecting, especially given the fact that in the epilogue, was it the epilogue?
I think so.
Yeah, the film
Where it's in the
with
cave.
Vanilla. Yeah,
Where it's
in the cave. So I was expecting a completely different visual aesthetic. And
But I was going to lean more towards that.
perhaps because the vibe had already been set in such a dreamlike and easy to listen to, chilled environment, I thought perhaps, I don't know, we would get something a bit more romantic in the way that they
Even
were
more
focusing
contemporary dance rather
So
than
did I.
commercial.
Yeah, but I love the juxtaposition in this video, and I think the elements of the dreamlike mystical land with the inclusion of what it feels like to be, you know, obsessed with somebody in a good way, then, you know, you become elated, and I think it was really well displayed in this video. Yeah.
Well, let us know your thoughts. Certainly one of those videos that I certainly think is worth watching again and breaking down even further. I do hope you enjoyed the review, and goodbye, guys.